And good afternoon, and welcome to Marywood Conference softball this afternoon from Stratford, as the Stratford Tigers will be taking on the Assumption Royals of Wisconsin Rapids. And a big game for the Assumption Royals as they come in tied for the conference lead with getting my stats here. Here we go. With the Auburndale Eagles, as both of them are 7-1 on the season. Stratford 5-3, 2 games back. Now, these are the last 2 games of the Marywood Conference, and Stratford does have an outside chance, but it's they've got to have a little help. If they can sweep Assumption, and if Auburndale gets knocked off by Edgar for 2. There's a 3-way tie in the Marywood Conference. It's kind of like the boys this week also, where they've got a situation where 4 teams could actually tie for the conference championship, as Auburndale and Edgar are both tied. Stratford and Marathon are both 1 game back. If Stratford sweeps Assumption and Auburndale and Edgar split, and Marathon takes 2 from Newman, we have a 4-way tie in the Marywood Conference. So it's a big bottleneck, and should be a great, exciting week here of seeing how this is going to work out for these teams. Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Country Wireless. Attention Stratford area residents. Country Wireless now has blazing fast service for your connected house. Streaming, gaming, movies, TV, and more is now better than ever with Country Wireless, with download speeds of up to 100 megabytes per second. Now is the time to visit countrywireless.com and get blazing fast internet with Country Wireless. And the starting lineups for the Assumption Royals. Leading off and playing shortstop, Anna Schooley. Batting second and playing third base, Irie Kavanaugh. Batting third and catching, Claire Nelson. Batting on the cleanup spot and pitching today, Macy Vollert. Batting fifth and playing second base, Elena Aui. Batting sixth and playing first base, Brianna Aui. Batting seventh and playing left field, Lexi Stofflet. Batting eighth and DPing, Reagan Stablaski. And batting ninth and playing center field, Emerson Bry. And in a 10th spot, Kylie Carroll, is the flex player and playing right field. For the Stratford Tigers, who come into this contest with a 5-3 conference record, 14-6 overall. Leading off and playing center field, Carly Pankratz. Batting second and pitching today, Lanny Pankratz. Batting third and catching, Emma Roper. Batting in the cleanup spot and playing first base, Tria Tubbs. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, Gracie Schmidt. Batting sixth and playing second base, Dakota Knetter. Batting seventh, and the right fielder, Alyssa Bargender. Batting eighth, the DP, Reese Spindler. Batting ninth, the left fielder, Gracie Crummel. And the flex player playing third base is Madeline Kranig.
Playing third base.
As Assumption does come into this contest, as I mentioned, 7-1 and tied with Auburndale. Auburndale is taking on Edgar, and Marathon and Newman Catholic are against each other this afternoon. So we've got actually some great ball players in this ball game here, as there's 11 of the 12 who made all-conference recognition last year are playing in this game today, as there was only one senior, Lydia Smits, who graduated, and we'll read them off later on, but it should be a great ball game. Coming up next, the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, There was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
You know, it's really hard to believe that softball season is coming to an end here, as pretty much a week from today will be pretty much, it's actually a week from this Thursday is the final week and a half here of regular season ball games, as after today's ball game, each team will only have 3 games to play left in the season here, as Stratford will take on Wisconsin Rapids Assumption on Thursday at Wisconsin Rapids. Assumption will be at home at Robinson Park on Friday, the 16th, for a 7 o'clock game against La Crosse Aquinas. And on Thursday of next week, on the 22nd, they have a 5 o'clock contest when they travel to Almond Bancroft. For the Stratford Tigers, left on their schedule is, of course, I mentioned they go to Assumption next week for that 4:45 game on Thursday. On Friday, they will be at home here against Rib Lake at 4:45. And next Tuesday will be their last regular season game, as they will take on the Nakusa Papermakers starting at 4:30 on Tuesday, the 20th. So winding down very quickly here. The seating meetings will be coming up. D2 through D5 are between May 14th and the 18th. So as we're ready for the first pitch here, as we have Laney Pankratz on the mound, and first pitch comes in low and inside, ball 1. Laney, in her career, 42 wins, 20 losses, a 1.93 ERA. Next pitch, and a call strike right down Main Street. Count now 1-1 to the leadoff hitter, all-conference player from last year, Annie Schooley. And Laney has struck out 471 batters, walked 100 in 40 and 410 and 1/3 innings. And in her career, she has pitched 15 shutouts. So a great career by Laney. So also the seating meeting for D1 will be between May 18th and the 21st. And a fly ball out to left field. Going over is Crummell and makes the catch for out number 1, as Schooley is retired for the first out here for Wisconsin Rapids. Bringing up the third baseman, Ari Kavanaugh.
Number 24, Ari Kavanaugh.
As both of these teams, you go back in 23 when Stratford went to state. Assumption has 3 state championships to their credit. And the last one, if I'm not mistaken, was back in 2022 when the Royals beat Barneville 3-1. And coming into this game, the Assumption Royals with a 7-game winning streak. And fouling it off over to the right-hand side is Kavanaugh. Count now 1-2 on Ari Kavanaugh. As Laney approaches the pitching rubber, gets the sign, and the pitch. And foul off again. Count remains 1-2 with 1 down here in the top of the first inning, just starting here from Stratford. The boys are right next door. We'll try to keep an eye on that also and get you a score once in a while here of the baseball game going on next door. But there is a big baseball game going on at Auburndale this afternoon with the Eagles taking on the Edgar Wildcats. And that one right now would be the winner would take over sole possession of first place in the Marewood South Division for baseball. So great season for all these teams here. As out of the 6 in this conference, 5 of them have played over 500 ball this year. So a well-balanced conference this year, boys and girls. Count now 2-2 as Lanny throws one into the dirt for a ball. And fouling it back is Kavanaugh. And she stays alive with a 2-2 count. Kavanaugh was a second-team all-conference player last year as a sophomore, so she's got one more year left. And the pitch, and a line shot past the second baseman, all the way to the wall. Ari rounding first, going to second, standing up with a double as Kavanaugh gets the first hit of the ball game.
Double for Kavanaugh brings up catcher.
Bringing up the catcher, Claire Nelson, batting in the 3 spot. Claire last year, as a junior, was a first-team all-conference player. Assumption had 2 players on the first team, 3 on the second team, and an honorable mention in Stofflet as a freshman last year. And a line shot down the right field line, but foul as Kavanaugh heads back to second. Beautiful day here. Partly cloudy skies, 77 degrees. Winds out of the southeast at 9 miles per hour. Gusting once in a while till about 12 or 13. But a very comfortable day. Foul off by Kavanaugh. She stays alive, gets a piece of that. Tigers playing straight away for Kavanaugh. And the pitch. Just missed that outside corner. 2-2 now, or 1-2 on Kavanaugh. The on-deck hitter, Macy Vollert, the pitcher. Next pitch, upstairs. 2-2 count on Ari Kavanaugh. And a line shot down, just foul. Great working with Travis again back here. I don't get to work with him very often. But he's going to have to put up with me for about the next week here, as we'll be coming back to Stratford. And swing and a miss, and advancing to third is Kavanaugh, as Roper did not make a clean catch, had to throw down to first, and advancing to third on the play is Kavanaugh.
Pitcher,
so the first strikeout for Lanny, her first, and that's Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. First pitch comes into Macy Vollert, the pitcher for the Royals, for a ball. And a pop-up, and coming back and out of play and into the stands here. For a strike, 1-1 count with 2 down here in the top of the first inning with Kavanaugh at third as she slammed a double into the right center field power alley there. Pankratz delivers and fouled off again by Vollert. As the guy that's in the concession stand brings in a new ball. Pankratz from the delivery. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's another Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. So, Wisconsin Rapids Assumption was a scoring threat, but not cross the plate here, as they have no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After a half inning of play, it's the Royals of Wisconsin Rapids Assumption, 0, and the Stratford Tigers coming to bat. And you're watching Marewood Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we're back here at Stratford.
Leading off of the Tigers.
Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows. Build to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. And leading off for the Stratford Tigers will be the center fielder, Carly Pankratz, as Carly's having a great season and fouls it off. And let's see what Carly's hitting on the year here. As Carly is second top hitter on the team, hitting .417 on the season with an on-base percentage of .462. And she has one home run to her credit this year. And next pitch comes in for a call. Strike on the outside corner, right at the knees. 0-2 count to Carly Pankratz, the center fielder for the Tigers. As Vollert gets the sign and delivers, and Carly fouls it off. Remains alive at 0-2. Coming up next, Lanny Pankratz, the pitcher. Lanny having an outstanding season also. And a pop-up down the third base line. Third baseman coming over and making the catch. That's Ari Kavanaugh for out number one. Bringing up Lanny Pankratz. Lanny
Carly pops out to the
is hitting .453 on the season with an on-base percentage of .514. And she's got 4 doubles and a triple this year. And actually, Stratford has 5 ball players hitting over .400 this season. Just outstanding. As Vollert gets the sign, rocks and delivers. And into the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 count to Lanny Pankratz. Lanny last year, first team all-conference player. In fact, a unanimous choice as all-conference last year. And Lanny fouls one off. Actually, the first 3 batters that the Tigers have with Lanny, and also Carly was a first-teamer as a freshman last year. And Emma Roper, who's on deck, she was a first-team all-conference player also last year. And then, of course, you got Tria Tubbs in the cleanup spot, and she was a second-team all-conference. So you've got all-conference ball players 1 through 4 in the batting lineup. As Lanny fouls another one off. Count remains 2-2 here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. 2 of the premier teams here in the Merriwood Conference. And pitch upstairs for ball 3. Yeah, the wind blowing pretty good. Flag coming right at us here. Right out of center field. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first strikeout for Macy. As Lanny goes down swinging for out number 2. Bringing up the catcher, Emma Roper.
Catcher, number 5, Emma Roper.
As Emma is actually leading the ball club with a .449 batting average, as she has 1 home run this year. And let's see how many RBIs. 23 RBIs. She leads the club with 23. Great season for Emma. And the pitch. And a ground ball past the third baseman. And a base hit. She hits a shot
Base hit for
past
Brings up
third baseman Kavanaugh.
first baseman,
And
number
bringing up
23, Tria Tubbs.
Tria Tubbs, the first baseman, the cleanup
Courtesy
hitter.
runner for the catcher, number 1,
As
Michaela Stieber.
Michaela Stieber comes in for a courtesy runner. Michaela doing courtesy running today, as the last time I was here, she was playing left field and had a great catch. I don't think she realized she caught it. But, and Trio. And making a diving catch out in center field is Bry to retire the side here, as I thought it was going to fall in, but stretched out. Making that catch was
To end the inning after one complete.
is Bry
Royals
for out number
0,
3.
Tigers 0.
So Tigers get no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left. And after one complete inning of play, we have no score, and you're watching Merriwood Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
And we're back here as quick warm-ups here by the Stratford Tigers. The first pitch coming in, it was a swing and a miss, as the next pitch was fouled off by the number 5 hitter, Elena Owie, the second baseman. 0-2 count on Owie. And Pancras with delivery upstairs for ball 1. Structures Unlimited, your fabric building specialist, supports the coaches and athletes in today's game. To find out what a fabric building can do for you, visit StructuresUnlimited.com or stop in their office in the Stratford Industrial Park. And pitch comes in, ball 1. 1-2 count to Elena Owie, the second baseman. Next pitch, down low and gets away from Roper. 2-2 count. And a little lazy one. Lanny shovels it like she shot putted that one off to Tria Tubbs for out number 1. She had a little problems getting it out of her glove, but she was on the run and she shot putted it right to Tria for out number 1. So 1-3 on the play, 1 down, and brings up first baseman Brianna Owie. And a shot out to right field, going all the way to the wall. And rounding first and going to second is Brianna Owie, as both hits the Royals have had so far have been doubles right in the same spot, right in that right center field power alley.
Number 31.
So with 1 down, the Royals threatening here in the top of the second inning. And bringing up the left fielder, Lexi Stofflet. And Stofflet fouls the first pitch off. Marshville Dairy Fest is May 30th and 31st. Check out and visit Marshville.com for all the details. See you in Marshville for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. Oh, 2 count. Lanny gets the sign from Emma. And a swing and a miss, and another Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. And that's strikeout number 3 for Lanny. And out number 2. And Reagan Slablatsky, the DP, now batting. In the on-deck circle is Emerson Bry, the center fielder. Lanny with the delivery and fouled it off by Reagan. Into the stands, and fan throws it back. You can't keep it as a souvenir. This ain't the big leagues yet. Lanny gets ready, and the delivery, and upstairs. Ball 1. 1-2 count. 2 down here in the top of the second inning. Lanny. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is another Jamie Wenzel Surf Pro. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro like it never happened. So, Assumption comes up with a double just like the first inning, but does not get that runner around. And so it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. So after 1.5 innings of play, we're still tied at 0, and you're watching Marywood Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois Teastrake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
Gracie Schmidt.
And we're back here at Stratford. As I mentioned, Assumption with a 7-game winning streak. The Tigers, not too bad either. They've won 5 of their last 6 and 8 of their last 10. The last time, let's see. They lost to Auburndale last Friday, but otherwise they've been pretty consistent. They've lost 2 to Auburndale and lost 1 to Marathon back on April 21st, but playing great ball. The last time Assumption has lost was against Auburndale, 4-1. And the other 2 losses they have was, and tagged out on a strikeout is Gracie Schmidt for out number 1, his second strikeout. And coming up, the second baseman, Dakota Knetter. Their other loss was a season opener to Adams Friendship, and the other loss was to Pacelli, and lost that one 10-0 against actually the number 1 team in the state. And Ann Molsky doing a great job there for the Pacelli Cardinals. And next pitch, swing and a miss, as Macy is right around the plate so far. 1-1 count. We'll be giving you those, the new rankings just came out as I was leaving home, so I made a copy of them. And actually, the Division 4 looks very nice. And they're going to have some very, very tough sectionals. Stratford is in a different sectional than what, and trying to check her swing, but the home plate umpire, she said she went around, and so that's the 3rd strikeout now by
Right fielder, number
Macy
9,
Vollert
Alyssa Bargander.
for the second out, and Alyssa Bargander now batting this right fielder. And a call strike as Macy is right on today. Macy gets the sign, rocks and delivers. Right on the outside corner for a call, strike 2. Macy last year was a second team all-conference as a junior. Great senior leadership here, having her on the mound. 1-2 count to Alyssa. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, as Macy strikes out the side here in the second inning. And she picks up her 4th strikeout. 1-2-3 for the Tigers here in the bottom of the second. And you're watching Marywood Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
And we're back here at Stratford as both of these teams warm up very, very quickly. Traff can't even get 2 commercials in back here. I'm thinking even one you're having problems getting in. But leading off for the Royals is the center fielder, Emerson Bry. And we are here in the top of the third. And a call strike. We find one of these in every ball club where I saw this back when I was umpiring college ball, where the batter will take a running start in the batter's box and just be a slap hitter. And I noticed that years ago when I was doing college ball, and they do a lot of that in college ball. And she's kicking the dirt, and you'd never know if she was out of the batter's box or not, because she's kicking dirt around and wiping out the line. And as Emerson fouls that one off, we got a 2-2 count on Emerson Bry, the number 9 hitter. And bounces into the dirt. And back to the backstop. And a 3-2 count on Emerson. Bankrets slap back to Lanny and throws over to Tria for out number 1. So back to the top of the batting order for the Assumption Royals. And a shortstop, Anna Schooley.
Number 21, Anna Schooley.
Anna, a junior last year. One of the team leaders this year and actually the last couple of years, as she was all conference in basketball, as she is hit by a pitch, as that one got away from Lanny and catches backside of the leg
number 24
of Anna Schooley.
Kavanaugh.
So with one down, all 3 innings, they retire the first batter and get a runner on, but Assumption has not put it all together to score them, as Kavanaugh, who doubled back in the first inning and hit in the right center field power alley, got on, and the next 2 batters struck out. And trying to steal and going down is Anna Schooley as it gets by second baseman and shortstop, but backing up the play is the center fielder, Carly Pankrantz. And Schooley will be credited with a stolen base. So now the 3rd inning in a row that the Assumption Royals has had a runner at second base. Let's see if they can score him this time with 1 down. 1-1 count on Ari Kavanaugh, and ball 2. Lanny gets the sign and laying one down, but bounces foul. And so a 2-2 count. You don't know if she's trying to get bunt for a base hit and also try to sacrifice. As Lanny gets the sign from Emma. Rocks and fires. And a fly ball, short fly ball. And coming in, making the catch is the right fielder, Bargander. And tagging and going to third is Anna Schooley. As
Flies out to right.
Alyssa had to get it on her horse there as she was playing pretty deep out in right field, and it was a short hit. Second baseman was going out, and with Alyssa coming in, making a nice running catch for an out number 2, and Schooley advancing to third on the play, and bringing up Claire Nelson, and Claire hits a fly ball out to center field, and calling it and making the catch is Carly Pankratz for out number 3. So for the third inning in a row, the Assumption Royals leave a player in scoring position and do not bring it across. So with no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left for the Assumption Royals. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
And we're back here at Stratford. And Brock & Decker, when buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and like them on Facebook. Leading off for the Tigers, the DP, Reese Spindler. And Spindler on the season here. Let's see what she is hitting on the season here. Spindler hitting .250 on the season. And a call strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Macy rocks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to the DP, Reese Spindler. Reese, this is her 15th ball game of the season. And a foul ball off to the right-hand side, as long as it doesn't hit my car over there. Count remains 1-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. Game moving right along. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3, as that is 4 straight strikeouts by Macy.
Left fielder, number 7, Gracie Crummel.
And brings up the left fielder, Gracie Crummel. And she's in the number 9 spot. Swing and a miss. As Crummel is... Well, let's see what Gracie's doing this year. She's hitting .288 on the season. She's got a .327 on base percentage. And she fouls it off into the screen. As Gracie 15 for 52 on the season. And this is her 20th game she has played in this season. Macy, ready, delivers. Swing and a miss. Dropped by the catcher. Catcher steps up, throws it down to Bree Owie for out number 2, and that is now 5 strikeouts in a row. And strikeout number 6 for Macy. And back to the top of the batting order is Carly Pankratz, the center fielder. Carly popped out to the third baseman back in the first inning. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. Yeah, time to, hopefully it'll start warming up when we start turning the air conditioners on again, which will be a good sign. That means it's getting warm outside. Next pitch comes into Carly outside for ball 2, 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. And fly ball in the gap. And that's going to go for 2. As Carly Pankratz gets the second hit for the Tigers. A double to the left center field power alley.
Number 4, Lainey Pankratz.
As Lainey Pankratz now up, the pitcher. She can come in and help her own cause here. As Lanny has 17 RBIs this season. There's actually 8 ball players on this Stratford team in double figures in RBIs with 10 or more RBIs. So great balance of coming up with big key hits to score them runs for the Stratford Tigers. So that stopped the string of 5 straight strikeouts by Macy Vollert. And a call strike on the outside corner. 1-2 count with 2 down here in the bottom of the third and Stratford threatening. We have no score here from Stratford. And the pitch. And a line shot right back at me. And she just put that glove there in self-defense. And it was like off the bat, and I would say in no more than a second and a half, it was in the glove. So a great catch by Macy for out number 3 as Stratford gets no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After 3 complete innings of play, we have no score here from Stratford, and you're watching Marywood Conference Softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDeliver.com.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
And we're back here at Stratford as Macy Vollard, who made that outstanding catch to end the bottom of the third inning here, and Macy pops one up, coming in and making the catch is catcher Emma Roper for out number 1. So 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. This game moving right along. Bringing up the second baseman, Elena Owie, as she fouls it back into the screen for strike 1. Nice crowd here of Stratford fans as both games going on over. Stratford baseball taking on Assumption. They're in the second inning. No score in that contest. And pitch by Lanny is in the dirt. Goes back to the backstop. 1-1 count. On the second baseman, Elena Owie. Elena grounded it out back to the pitcher. Back in the second inning. And a pop-up into the infield. And the shortstop calls the third baseman off, and making that catch was Gracie Schmidt for out number 2.
First baseman, number 14, Bree Owie.
As Bree Owie, the first baseman, she doubled into the right center field power alley. Last time up, that was back in the second inning. First pitch comes in, catches the inside corner for a called strike one. Lanny gets the sign from Emma and the delivery. And a ground ball over to second baseman. Knetter throws over to Tria for out number 3. A quick fourth inning here for the Royals. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. After 3.5 innings of play, we have no score, and we are watching Marywood Conference Softball from Stratford on Zaleski Sports. And it's brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
And we're back here at Stratford as Emma Roper will be leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Macy just about ready on the mound there and delivering, and a changeup for a call strike on the outside corner. Phoenix Express LLC can help you with your landscaping needs. They are proud to be part of the Stratford community and wish the Stratford Tigers good luck in today's game. Give them a call or find them more at PhoenixExpressLLC.com. And fouling it off for strike 2 to Emma Roper. Emma had a base hit back in the first inning. Shot between third baseman and shortstop, and a high fastball swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is strikeout number 7 for Macy. One down here
First
in the top of the fourth inning.
Tria Tubbs.
And coming up is Tria Tubbs as she swung at that first pitch, and I didn't give her a chance. And a line shot as she takes that first pitch again. As that pitch was right down the heart, and Tria took it and lined it out to the third baseman.
Number 12, Gracie
And
Schmidt.
Gracie Schmidt, the shortstop, struck out back in the second inning. Tria has had a great season as she's hitting .441. She has 4 home runs on the season. She's got 21 RBIs, and she's actually one of the leaders in the top 10 in the state of Wisconsin for home runs this year. I'm trying to think of the girl's name that plays for Columbus. She's actually got 9 this year already and having an outstanding season. And, of course, the Columbus Dons girls team has already clinched the Clover Belt Conference. They're undefeated in conference play. And a pitch to Gracie is up high for ball 1. 1-2 count as these innings are just moving right along, especially when you go 1, 2, 3. As Stratford has only had 2 batters on base so far in the ball game. And a call, strike 3. And strikeout number 8 by Macy. And Stratford goes 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And after 4 complete innings of play, we have no score. And you're watching Marywood Conference Softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics,
the fit for you.
And we're back here at Stratford, talking about the polls that just came out. This is the 4th editions already. So the only one in D1 is DC Everest with an 18-1 record, and they're ranked 5th in the state. In Division 2, Mosinee is number 4. They dropped from number 2 to number 4. Nobody in Division 3, but in Division 4, very well represented. As Pacelli ranked number 1 with a 21-0. Assumption ranked number 4 at 13-3. Auburndale number 6 at 14-5. And Stratford ranked number 10th in the state with a 14-6 record, and they've been ranked 10th for the last 2 weeks. So great representation by teams in Central Wisconsin here and in Division 5. Almond Bancroft is 3rd, and Thorpe is 6th. And my daughter is happy. She teaches up in Thorpe. That the Thorpe Cardinals are having a great season up there also. So, 0-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Lexi Stofflet. And next pitch is a ball, working that count to 1-2. As Lacey has retired the last 5 batters. The last person to get on base was Anna Schooley when she got hit by a pitch, but both pitchers just pitching outstanding. Both aces, a must game for each one of these teams. And fouled off as Lexi stays alive here in the top of the 5th, count at 2-2. As Lacey steps up to the rubber, gets the sign from Emma, and rocks and fires, and a fly ball, and charging in, but out of play. Tria Tubbs trying to make that catch, but just ran out of real estate there. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. And the home plate umpire checking with the base umpire down there what the count is. And a 2-2 count. And a call, strike 3, and that is a Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. And that is, that's Laney's 5th strikeout of the contest. And out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. And Reagan Stablaski now up as she struck out back in the 2nd inning. A swing and a miss. On deck is Emerson Bry, the number 9 hitter. Laney, swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove for strikeout number 6 for Laney Pankratz. And the 2nd out here in the top of the 5th.
Center fielder, number 35, Emerson Bry.
Emerson Bry, now the center fielder. Emerson batting out of the number 9 spot for the Assumption Royals. Both teams with 2 hits. Stratford is stranded 2. Assumption is stranded 3. A great softball game. 2 outstanding teams, 2 ranked in the state of Wisconsin. Going to ask for, if you were actually charged to get into this game, this is your money's worth right here. Great pitchers duo. 1-1 count to Emerson. Laney approaches the pitching rubber, gets the sign, and delivers. And slapping one foul is Emerson Bry. 1-2 count now. One and 2 count with 2 down here in the top of the 5th. And next pitch is high for ball 2. Laney with the delivery. And slap foul and out of the reach of the left fielder, Gracie Crummel. Fleet Farm, no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest price. And a swing and a miss, strike three as Lanny strikes out the side here. All three batters here in the fifth inning and gets strikeout number 7. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left for the Royals in the top of the fifth inning. We have no score from Stratford, and you're watching Marywood Conference Softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Have you outgrown your old furniture? Well, I can relate. Then get into Mall Furniture today. We are never short on inventory, and we are never short on bringing you great deals. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, lift chairs, and big clearance recliners. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
And we're back here at Stratford, and this game is not even an hour old. We're approaching, I think it's about the 50-minute mark. And the Royals out there having a little conference.
Leading off
for the Tigers.
Stratford, second baseman, number 11, Dakota Knetter.
Dakota Knetter, the second baseman. Dakota struck out back in the second inning, as Macy Vollert has struck out 8 in this contest, walked none, and given up 2 hits. An outstanding outing. You're looking at 2 of the premier pitchers here in the Marywood Conference, if not Central Wisconsin. Just missing high for ball 1. 1-1 count. As the wind has died down, the flag out there just laying a little limp there. And delivery upstairs for ball 2. 2-1 count to Dakota Knetter. Rocks and fires and fouls it off into the backstop. 2-2 count to Knetter. Macy gets ready and delivers a changeup. Ground ball to short. Throws over to first. Plenty of time as Anna Schooley throws over to Bree Owie there for out number 1.
Right fielder, number 9, Alyssa Bargander.
Alyssa Bargander, the right fielder. Alyssa struck out back in the second inning and fouls it off to the right-hand side and hits the storage shed over on the right-hand side here. As Macy gets a new ball, rocks and fires, and a ground ball foul. Fielding that over there is Eric Kavanaugh. So Macy gets ready, approaches the pitching rubber, gets the sign, and rocks and fires. And fouled off into the screen as the catcher Claire Nelson catches that one off the backstop. 0-2 count with 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And upstairs for ball 1. And we have no score. In fact, the ball games I've done in the last 2 weeks have been just nail biters. We've had a couple walk-offs and ground ball to Schooley. Schooley over to first, waiting plenty of time. Great play by Anna Schooley for out number 2.
Number 6, Reese Spindler.
Yeah, I've had a a walk-off one. Had another one on a wild pitch walk-off last week. And games went right down the wire with the winning and even tying run on the base at second and third. And the finals out came with a strikeout. And so, yeah, some great ball games going on. And the swing and a miss for strike two. As Macy throws that little off-speed pitch there. And the swing and a miss, strike three. And 9 strikeouts for Macy as she has retired now the last 7 batters. And no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left for Stratford in the bottom of the 5th. After 5 complete, we have no score, and you're watching Merritt Conference Softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And we're back here at Stratford, and I'm going to tell you about ShedsDelivered.com. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish workers. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids. And get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. In fact, went by ShedsDelivered.com. They're located on the south side of Marshfield there. They've got some really nice sheds there. So leading off for the Assumption Royals, back to the top of the batting order, is Anna Schooley. Anna has flown out to the left fielder and got hit with a pitch and a stolen base back in the third. So this is her third plate appearance. She's officially 0 for 1 in today's ball game. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. We're in the top of the 6th inning here from Stratford. Lenny Pankratz. And Anna squares around the bunt and misses for strike two. I'm sorry. Two hits for the Assumption Royals. Those both were doubles, one by Kavanaugh and one by Brianna Owie, as Anna Schooley fouls one off on the left field side. Lanny getting ready, steps up to the pitching drummer, gets the sign from Emma, and delivers upstairs for ball 1. 1-2 count to Anna Schooley. So I mentioned she's been involved in a lot of championship games. Of course, the Assumption Royals winning the basketball crown this year. And Assumption Royal with some great athletes. And, of course, Stratford back in, 2023. A lot of these players on this Stratford team played in that state tournament game. And a swing and a miss by Anna Schooley. As a fastball. And that is strikeout number 8.
24, Ari Kavanaugh.
Ari Kavanaugh, 1 for 2 on the day. That double back on the first, flew out to the right fielder in the third, and fouls one off into the backstop. Yeah, there's quite. In fact, Lanny pitched in that ball game back in 2023. Doing a little research and a call strike right at the knees. And looking back, who was on that? And actually, catcher Emma Roper was on that team also. And hit by a pitch. And that is the second hit by pitch. So, Ari Kavanaugh getting on base twice in this contest.
Claire Nelson.
And Claire Nelson, the catcher for the Royals, now batting with one down here in the top of the 6th. Claire struck out in the first and flew out to the center fielder in the third. Pankratz from the delivery. And a fly ball well out of play. As right fielder, Alyssa Bargander running out of real estate there. The fence just... as the little girl brings the ball back. So 0-1 count to Claire Nelson. Pankratz with the delivery. And stealing second. And sliding in with a stolen base is Ari Kavanaugh. That is the second stolen base by the Assumption Royals today, as Annie Schooley had one back in the third. So again, for the third time, actually the fourth time, the Royals have had a runner in scoring position at second. And a pop-up to the shortstop, that's Gracie Schmidt, and she makes the call and makes the catch for out number 2.
Pitcher, number 2, Macy Ballard.
So 4 times so far now that the Assumption Royals have had a runner at second. They had a runner at third back in the first with 1 out and did not score. And first pitch comes in for a ball to Macy Vollert. Macy has struck out and popped out to the catcher. And a fly ball down the left field side and out of play. 1-1 count on Macy Vollert. Lanny with 8 strikeouts. She has hit 2 batters, but no walks. There has not been a walk in this contest. And that one just going right by us here. A little bit more to the left here, and we could have had maybe a catch in here. I remember I was doing, when I was with the Rafters, that big, at Witter Field, that big press box that sits way up there. And the next thing I know, fly ball comes up right into the press box, and I put my hand up, boop, got a souvenir. But it does happen. 2-2 count. And a fly ball out to center field and going back on her horse. And out of the ballpark is gone. A 2-run shot by Macy Vollert as she helps her own cause with a 2-run shot to dead center. As going back was Carly Pankratz, and she just ran out of real estate and right over, I'd say by 5 or 6 feet that made it. So the Assumption Royals take advantage for after 4 tries. They finally get 2 runs across the board here.
Brings up second baseman.
As Macy Vollert hits a 2-run shot to dead center to give the Assumption Royals a 2-0 lead. And a ground ball to third is Elena Owie for out number 3. But the Assumption Royals come up with 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on the big 2-run shot by Macy Vollert to give the Assumption Royals a 2-0 lead after 5.5 innings of play here from Stratford. And you're watching Marywood Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we're back here at Stratford, and Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshville office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up for a free consultation today. And leading off for Stratford is Gracie Crummel, the left fielder. Gracie struck out back in the 3rd inning and pitched down low. Door Pro Stratford is your complete commercial and residential overhead door sales and service provider. If you need new garage doors or yours isn't working just right and needs an adjustment, stop and see them on Highway 153 just east of Stratford. Give them a call or like them on Facebook. We'd like to thank all the sponsors that sponsor all these games this year. If it wasn't for you advertisers, we wouldn't be doing this, but again, we thank you very, very much. And coming back and out of play into the stands, the foul ball makes the count 1 and 2. No, we want to thank you, advertisers. We can't thank you enough. Thank you for sponsoring high school athletics here on Zaleski Sports. 1 and 2 count, and upstairs for a 2-2 count. Gracie Crummel at the plate. Yeah, it looks like the wind just shifted just a little bit now. And a fly ball out to left field. And going back is Ann Schooley, and she does hang on to it as the left fielder, Lexi Stopfoot, was coming in, and Anna was going back, and Anna put her glove up and kept control of the ball, so popping out to the shortstop for out number 1, and bringing to the plate Carly Pankratz, the center fielder. Carly, 1 for 2 on the day. And a ground ball just foul, as Carly has popped up the third baseman in the first, a double in the third. She's 1 for 2. The meat of the order coming up here for the Stratford Tigers. As Macy gets the sign and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And fouling it back, staying alive. Stratford Homes, take the first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit stratfordhomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is strikeout number 10 for Macy. And 2 down now here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Laney Pankratz.
And Laney Pankratz now. Laney is struck out in the first and lined a line shot back to Macy. She made a great catch. There was only maybe a second and a half time from the time it hit the bat to get to Macy, and great reflexes. And I think it was more self-defense than anything. And the pitch down in the dirt, as lost control of that one a little bit by Macy. 1-1 count here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the pitch, and a pop-up going back, and Anna Schooley making the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Stratford Tigers here in the bottom of the 6th. And you're watching Marewood Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment, and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
And we're back here at Stratford as the Assumption Royals come to bat here in the top of the 7th inning, leading 2-0 on a 2-run homer back in the top of the 6th inning, as Macy Vollard hits a 2-run shot to score Ari Kavanaugh, and a shot right dead center, and a pop-up, and going back is Gracie Schmidt and makes the catch for out number 1 to Brianna Owie, who is now 1 for 3 on the day. And bringing up Lexi Stofflet, the left fielder. Lexi has struck out twice in this contest.
Pinch hitter number 5.
As we've got a pinch hitter now in for Assumption. Yeah, let's see if I can find my roster here. No, that's Stratford's. Here we go. Number 5 is Delaney Hahn is now batting. And pitch down low. And Delaney pops one back and out of play. All right, we got the bookwork done here. So a 2-2 count on Delaney. And the pitch upstairs. Ball 3. 3-2 count to the pinch hitter, Delaney Hahn, pinch hitting for Lexi Stofflet. And the pitch. And a lazy pop-up to the third baseman. That is Kranig for out number 2. So 2 down here. And bringing up Reagan Stablatsky. Another pinch hitter. And number 20, that would be, well, that one I don't have. All right. I've got 17 girls on this roster, and number 20 is not on here. And maybe her uniform was in the wash, and they had to use this one. It could be. I don't know. So the pitch, and a call strike right at the knees. Wind up. And strike 2 right at the knees. Same pit. Right in the same spot. Lanny placed that. And pitch. And went around for strike 3 as Lanny picks up her 9th strikeout. And the Assumption Royals go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. And you're watching Merriwood Conference Softball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And we're back here at Stratford. You know, and I was talking about the playoffs coming up here. And I'll tell you, it's a tough sectional. It's the Nina sectional. And down in that lower bracket, the Group B, is going to be really tough. I mean, you have
for the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th.
These 3 teams are going to be battling it. I can see who the number 1, 2, and 3 seeds are going to be. Auburndale is, of course, ranked 6th, Assumption 5th, and Pacelli 1st, and they're all in that same bracket. And it's a shame that all three of these could not go to state, because I'll tell you, all three of them are very good teams and would represent Central Wisconsin very well at the state tournament. But, yeah, it's a real shame that. And Stratford, they'll be playing up in that McDonald Central sectional. And a line shot down the line. And rounding first is Emma Roper as she gets the second hit of the ball game. And the third overall for the Stratford Tigers.
Number 1, Michaela Stieber.
And Michaela Stieber coming in and pinch running, or courtesy running for the catcher.
Batting, first base.
So with nobody out, and Stratford with a runner at first. Now the tying run comes to the plate in Tria Tubbs. And Tria has 4 home runs this year. So this is power against power right here. And first pitch comes in a swing and a miss by Tria Tubbs. Like I said, these two teams are two of the best in the Central Wisconsin area. And fouling off for strike 2. This is what you want when you're in the 9th inning. You've got your meat of the order up, and Emma starts it out with a base hit in the top of the 7th inning here. And Tria Tubbs to the plate, now with an 0-2 count. But Stratford, I would say they would definitely be either a 2 or a 3 seed in that lower group and a swing and a miss by Tria Tubbs. And getting strikeout number 11 is Macy Vollert for out number 1, bringing up Gracie Schmidt, who has struck out twice in today's contest. But yeah, Stratford should get about a 2 or a 3 seed. Boyceville is 15-3, Colfax is 13-6, and Stratford coming into this contest 14-6. So about a 2 or 3 in there. But if I was giving them a seed, I would give them a 2 seed. This conference is really one of the toughest in the state of Wisconsin, and it shows with Wisconsin Rapids and Stratford, and you look at Auburndale also, and I mean, it's a very, very tough conference. And fly ball out to left field, and coming in and making the catch is Lexi Stofflet for out number 2.
Second baseman, number 11, Dakota Knetter.
Yeah, but it's a real shame that all 3 of these teams, so Assumption, Auburndale, and Pacelli, are in that one sectional. And like I said, all 3 of them could very easily, And a foul ball has just got enough roll to go foul on the play. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Country Wireless, attention Stratford area residents, Country Wireless now has blazing fast speed on your connected house. Streaming, gaming, movies, TV, and more is now better than ever with Country Wireless. With download speeds of 100 megabytes per second, now is the time to visit countrywireless.com and get blazing fast internet with Country Wireless. 0-2 count, 2 down here in the 7th. And checking her swing and going for strike 3. And the Assumption Royals come away with a 2-0 win as Macy Vollert strikes out 12 and walks none and gives up 3 hits in the contest. And a very, very good outing actually by both pitchers. And it's a shame that either one of these teams had to lose, as it was a great, great contest between these 2 teams. And this game here only took about an hour and 19 minutes to play. So great outing. And so we're going to have
in Wisconsin Rapids.
We'll get the Assumption Royal coach and most likely Macy Vollert as our player of the game, as she hits that 2-run shot to give the Royals a 2-0 lead.
Rib Lake at
And
home, with the varsity starting at 4:45.
so
and the
we
JV
will
game to
be
follow.
back in just a little bit, right after we hear from Nasonville Dairy and the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or
another ad
Nasonville
to the
Dairy.
schedule today.
And today's game brought to you by
Stratford will host
ShedsDelivered.com.
Wisconsin.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we're back here at Stratford. We're an outstanding ball game, and I know, Coach. I was saying through this whole ball game, we had two of the premier teams in central Wisconsin here going against each other, and I'll tell you, Laney, too bad Laney had to lose because she pitched an outstanding ball game, and this young lady pitched an outstanding ball game. I mean, and the question I got her, you got to stick around. I want to hear the answer. Was on that line shot that came back at her, But no, a great 2-0 win, and a must game for you guys also, as you guys were tied with Auburndale coming into this contest, and it was a big, big win for you. And so now you'll get Stratford now again at your place on Thursday. So it's going to go right down to the wire here.
Yeah, most definitely. Just super impressed. We talked about it with our girls this week that our playoff run kind of started right after our game last Friday. It's playoff time now. I mean, these are playoff games. If we want to have a chance to be conference champions, we had to win this game, and we got to go win another one Thursday. And, these kind of games are only going to make us better down the line. Exactly. Laney pitched a heck of a game. We just made one more play when we mattered the most. And, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. Super pleased with our pitching and our defense. Our pitching, catching, and defense was just spot on tonight. I mean, probably a 2-hitter with 10 strikeouts, I'm guessing, in my head.
She gave up 3 hits.
Okay, 3 hits. It was,
it was so
spotless.
balanced. Yeah.
Spotless. So, just really happy. Really pleased.
you couldn't ask for a better softball game, and I've seen a lot of softball games in my career, and that was one would be right up in the top 5, I'll tell you. And then I mentioned also, it's a shame the way the sectionals are set this year. My gosh, you know, you look at you guys, and you look at Pacelli, and you look at Auburndale also, all in that same sectional, and it's a shame. And I made a shame, too bad. All 3 of them would make great representation at the state tournament, I'll tell you. And it's 3 powerhouses, and you can throw Stratford in there also. And I mean, you get 4 nice powerhouses that play outstanding ball here in Central Wisconsin.
Yeah. I mean, all 4 of those teams have been at state in the last 2 years. You know, 3 state championships out of the group. Yeah, I mean, what a prize for Auburndale, you know, for all of us to get. We get moved up to D5, and they stick us all in the same sectional. But you know what? Whoever comes out of there is going to be battle tested and work hardened. So we will we'll get in there and go to work, and you know, really, really good teams in that sectional, and that's why we're happy to play games like this.
Exactly.
Hopefully to get some medal on medal and be ready to go when it's time.
You betcha. All right, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Rest of the season. Macy, first of all, what was your reaction on that line shot back to you at the mound? Now, there was only maybe about a second and a half difference from when it hit the bat and went into your glove. And I've been in situations like that, but when I was playing. But what's your reaction on that one?
Thank God it didn't hit me.
Exactly.
Really, yeah. I mean, she smoked that thing. It was, yeah. Good hit.
And I'll tell you, and when Tria came up also there, and it was power against power right there, and you got the better end of it, and a great outing with, I think I had you down for 12 strikeouts, no walks, and you gave up 3 hits. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better performance except maybe a perfect ball game. But then the home run. Did you think that was out of here?
No, I didn't. I kind of got under it. Really, it wasn't my best swing.
I know, because actually the wind was kind of blowing in, and just at that time, the dear Lord must have been with you or something, but he just died down, and all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, it's got a chance to get out of here, and it did.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But again, great ball game by your club, and great defense by your team. Your team's been awesome this year.
Absolutely. I couldn't ask for a better defense behind me. That's huge as a pitcher to know that you have a wall behind you, basically. So have to give them a shout out for sure.
All right. I know you've been in the house. Steve has had you in the house before, and so I'm going to give you one more shot of being in the house.
Thank you. I'm Macy Vollert, and I'm in the house. Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Have a
Macy.
good night.
You too. All right. Again, the final score here from Stratford, a 2-0 ball game with Macy Vollert with that 2-run homer and a great pitching outing, a 3-hitter, and striking out 12, walking none. So great outing. And so now these 2 teams will meet again on Thursday, and a must-win also for Wisconsin Rapids again, as if Auburndale wins today, it'll be a battle, and both of them could land up winning the conference title. So for Trevor Zaleski, I'm Mike Steinweidner. Have a nice evening. We'll see you down the road.